What's up, vapors? Thanks for checking out Daily Vape TV. My name is Nick and it's Fresh Build Friday. Alright guys, so prepare yourselves for the quickest, easiest build of all time. Today I'm going to be building on this profile RDA from Wotofo and Mr. Just Right 1, and I'm going to be utilizing all of the tools that come inside the box. You have the pre-cut strip mesh coils, as well as their pre-cut, pre-made, ready to go cotton as well, and they have a funky little tool which I'll show you in the close-up. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and grab our mod, our wick, our addy, our tools, our wire, all that good stuff. Let's go down to the close-up view and build it up. Alright guys, so here's the RDA we're going to be building on today, the Profile by Wotofo and Mr. Just Right 1. Big shout out to Joel. And here it is. It's just the simple little single coil build deck. You can do regular coils or mesh in this if you want to. Today we're going to be building it with this right here, this little pre-cut strip of mesh that they supply you with right there in the box, which makes my life a hell of a lot easier because it's the exact length that you need. Of course you could use whatever mesh you want, but I like this stuff because the edges are nice and straight and not frayed like normal mesh wire. The secret of this whole RDA is, of course, this thing right here that keeps your cotton propped up against your coil. So that is really cool. I really like that a lot. And let's go ahead and get started. This should be super duper quick and easy. Best thing about this device is how easy it is to get going, and all you'll need really for today's build is a pair of scissors and a screwdriver. That's it. That's all you need for this one. So first thing we're going to do is just loosen up these terminals a little bit, and they're already kind of loose, so I could probably just pop it in, just drop it into place like that. Try to get it as centered as possible, I suppose, and just kind of resting on top of that screw head there. And just tighten it down on one side like that. And basically what you're going to be doing is folding it over and putting it in the other side. So we're just going to gently kind of fold this, trying not to like kink it up too much. Just gently fold it over and let it find its home there. There we go. Looks good right there. Tighten her down. Just like that. So the other cool thing about the Profile is that it comes with this little tool here, and this is kind of your mesh shaping tool, if you will. So you can kind of either roll it around the edge to begin with, or you can basically just pull on it so it has a round surface pulling against the mesh so it doesn't kink it up or anything like that, which is awesome. So very handy, and I'm glad that comes in the box because I like, as you know, to keep my mesh as neat as possible here. And as you can see, it'll give you a profile view. Pretty round, pretty straight, pretty even, and you know, that's what we're shooting for here. So I can actually move this a little bit more towards this side, so just kind of round it out on that side a little bit more, and that looks pretty darn good to me. So the other really cool thing about this and these pre-cut strips is when you turn it on, your ohm reader, you have your tab, whatever you got, or your mod, you could just fire it up, and this thing has the quickest ramp up time ever. Look at that. Boom. Bright. And just like that, your coil is ready to go. No tweaking needed. No, you know, don't even have to touch it at all. It is all set. So as you can see, it's firing about 0.17, 0.18 right now, which is just fine for me. That's going to be absolutely just fine on the mod that we're going to be using it on today. And I'm going to be using some of this Wotofo cotton. They have these pre-cut, pre-made strips with the little plastic pieces on the ends that make it extremely simple to wick this thing. And as you can see, I mean, you've seen the ones before where they had kind of like the 3mm going on. This is the 6mm. This is absolutely massive cotton here. Another really cool thing about the Profile is seconds after you fire the coils, they are cool to the touch. I'm putting my finger right on there. I fired this one about 10 seconds ago. So with that, very cool to the touch. You can put your cotton through it right away. You don't have to wait around for your coils to cool off or anything like that. And that is awesome. So yeah, all you have to do for this cotton here is just kind of get it started. And you want to push down on the little white piece there. There we go. Just like that. It's like just perfect. There's like no room in between this little shoelace thing and the actual coil. It's very tight fit here, but that is good. You want to just basically pinch and pull slowly. You can also kind of pinch a little bit on this side of the cotton if you want to, if you're OCD, and just kind of pull it until you feel like it's nice and tight, nice and snug in there. Then I like to pull it back ever so slightly. Then just take this piece right here and slide it off. You can fluff that out a little bit if you want to. Honestly, first thing I'm going to do is chop off a load of this cotton because they give you plenty to work with, but I only need about that much. About that much right there. I think that's more than enough. So we're going to do the same on this side here. Kind of chomp it. And really no fluff necessary, but if you want to, you can kind of get rid of some of those little random fibers and stuff. I'm going to use my other tweezers here and just kind of zip through it a couple of times real quick, just to get rid of any loose fibers and kind of rake that cotton back and forth inside that coil a little bit. And stay on camera, Nick. Come on. You're a professional. And then we're going to just cut off the excess. It's not even really necessary, but I don't know. I like doing it. Just give it a nice little haircut there. Get those little tiny fibers that are sticking out towards the bottom. Those little ones there, those are super annoying. And zip, just like that. Kind of give it a good once over with the scissors. You could be as OCD as you want in this section here. No one's going to blame you. And then it's just a matter of tucking that little bit of cotton in place. So just like that, just kind of tuck it down into that juice well there. Just like that. And I'm not going to speed any of this up. This is all going to be real time because this video is going to be short enough as it is. And it fits like perfectly. You cut it just a little bit beyond the edge of the deck like I've got it here, and it fits perfectly in that juice well. You have a big mound of cotton. There we go. Kind of neaten it up as much as you want there if you're OCD. Boom. And that's it. The profile has been built and wicked. So now we can juice it up. I'm going to be using some Blaz today, some of my own creation. This Blaz melon. We're going to just basically saturate this whole lump here. So this may take a little while because there's so much cotton. And that's a good thing is, you know, it's not going to burn because there's so much cotton, there's so much juice. It's kind of loaded in there. You know what I'm going to do actually? I'm going to put the little airflow section on, the sleeve, the cap, whatever you want to call it, the barrel. I'm going to put that on so I can really juice it up good and it's not going to leak everywhere. So basically dumping it on at this point until the point of complete saturation. And I think it's about time we do a quick little test fire. Well, she's sizzling real nice. Let's go back to the main screen, have a quick vape on this thing, and we'll talk about it some more. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the build. Now let's talk about this pre-made coil that we put in the Profile RDA. And I gotta say, do not sleep on this one, guys. It produces a hell of a lot more vapor than you think it will, especially in that close-up view. It doesn't really look like much, but once the air hits that mesh coil, you get a lot of vapor. So I'm just gonna show you one more shot real quick of how much vapor you can expect to get out of this thing. And that was only with a 2-second pull. I can only imagine what you're going to get with a 4, 5, 6 second drag, etc. The ramp up time on this thing is almost instantaneous. The second you pull that trigger, this thing is going full bore. About less than half a second, I would say, before you get the fullest potential out of this coil here. So let's talk about flavor. What do I think about the flavor on the Profile RDA? Well, right now I'm vaping Blaz Melon, one of my own creations, so I know it intimately. And I can tell you this right now, I feel like Blaz tastes best out of mesh coils. whether it be a sub-ohm tank or the profile RDA using the Wotofo pre-cut, pre-made, pre-everything mesh strip coils. And with that, I really love the flavor that's coming off this thing right now. It is very pure, it is very clean, and you get all of the different kind of notes going on between the blue raspberry and the watermelon. So I am a very happy camper when it comes to the flavor department on the profile. Do I even have to talk about difficulty when it comes to this thing? Obviously, this was very, very easy for me. Pre-made coil, you just install it, throw that cotton in there, trim it and tuck it, juice it up, and you're good to go. Obviously, it's a very simple build, and this is definitely going to be great for any newbie builders out there that are looking to just kind of jump into the sub-ohm game. You can't get any easier than this thing here. But with that, let's go ahead and show you one more vapor production shot, and then we'll sign out. But that about does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. Leave your comments down in the box below and check out the description. That's where you're going to find the advocacy and my social media links. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and as always, vape on.